Don't just watch history, write history. Join Sapiens Academy. Help bring the Prophet's vision that Islam will enter every home closer. Be part of the mission. 10,000 intellectual ambassadors by 2030. Train through a rigorous program led by instructors with over a century of collective experience and the advanced academic formation rooted in Islamic scholarship, equipping you to defend and convey Islam with clarity, compassion and courage. Enroll now. Click the link below. Jewish theology prides itself on we are the chosen people, yeah? Because our identity based on our ethnicity. Okay, if you want, that's your standard, that you want to be held to account, you want to be put into Jannah, you want to be put into a good place in the hereafter, heaven or something like that, because of what you didn't do. So let's talk to you about the things that you did do or your forefathers did do. If your ethnic identity is so important, a member of your team does anything, then you must be credited for it. So therefore, a member of your team does anything, you must also be dispraised for it. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So the Quran deals with...
They're responsible for everything they've done.
If you want to call it the Jewish theology mentality. Allah, in the Quran, He deals with the Jewish theology mentality in a perfect way. Because the psychology of the Jewish theology person who believes in Jewish theology, right? The mentality is that I'm not going to be punished. I'm the chosen one. Basically, do you know what it is? It's creating narcissism. It's a guidebook on how to become a narcissist. That's what you were surprised that why is it in Israel that you find 80%, 70%, 80% of people not only supporting the genocide, they think that Israel's not doing enough.
They want more.
Why do you think that is? The reason is because they were taught Jewish theology. A lot of them were taught Jewish theology, which tells them that they can't do any wrong, bro. And when you're told from a child that you can't do any wrong, you don't have a problem killing people.
That's
you don't have a problem being an narcissist, a psychopath, bro.
Fascism, again, this is what Karl Marx and communism was about. It was to change the rhetoric from being faith-based to political-based.
Yeah.
Now people are talking about communism versus fascism, capitalism.
Yeah.
Right. It's simplifying it as just fascism. It neglects the bigger issue.
Yeah.
Right. Allah does not say in the Quran the fascists. He says, "Oh, people of Israel, Ya Yahud."
Yeah.
So I want more discussion about it, rather than minimizing it as a political issue.
No, because this is the thing. A lot of it stems from Jewish theology. It's not an issue of, this is Zionism. Sometimes we skirt away from the fact this is the Jewish theology, bro. Zionism was influenced by Jewish theology, not the opposite.
Right.
It was Zionism that was influenced by the Talmud, not the Talmud that was influenced by Zionism.
Exactly.
It was the Talmud that tells you that the Goy and the Goyim and this and the Gentiles and all that. That's in the Talmud, bro. It's in the Old Testament. Bro, you even got in the New Testament. Akhi, as I mentioned, Jesus is apparently saying in the New Testament that you're a dog to the Gentiles, bro. And so the Jews are always praised, all the biblical text, the Talmudic text, all of this stuff is praise, praise, praise. For example, Old Testament, bro. Ishmael, how is he depicted? Ishmael is meant to be the father of the Arabs. He's depicted as a wild donkey. That's how he's depicted. And guess what? What does it say in the Old Testament about Israel? It says God repented to Allah himself. He repented to Israel.
Yeah, that's what
Not just that. Akhi, you got Jacob. He done a wrestling match with God and he beat him. We're talking about Jacob in the book of Genesis, bro. He had a wrestling match. Akhi, you'd think this is WWE. He didn't go 2-3 years Dagestan. He went and fought the God and beat him. Akhi.
You said something like God must obey us or something like that. But the thing is then, what's the difference where they will come and say, that's what they say about us Muslims.
What?
It's our theology and the reason why...
Well, we believe in individual and the responsibility. They don't. The issue is when you stop thinking of self-accountability. And the Quran is clearly mentioned, لَهَا مَا كَسَبَتْ وَعَلَيْهَا مَا اكْتَسَبَتْ. You reap what you sow. Essentially, you get what you earn. It's all about individual responsibility. We don't believe in solo fide or solo scriptura. We don't believe in justification by faith alone. And we don't believe that because of our ethnicity, we're going to be saved. The one thing that's going to save you in Islam is your faith in God. What's going to save you is your deeds. If you've done good, you'll see it. If you've done bad, you'll see it.